Hello, beautiful souls. Thanks for tuning into another Spiritually Ziya Collective reading. Today I'm going to be getting some channeled messages for you about your spiritual activations and downloads that you could have been going through, will be going through, or are going through in this very moment. And some of the first messages that I was picking up when I was tapping into your guys' energy, you guys are going through a full system attunement and connecting to a higher version of yourself, into a higher power. There is something about you anchoring into the frequency of Christ consciousness and this having some sort of like spontaneous awakening within your light body. When I was meditating, I kept hearing you're being held in the cosmic womb. So this to me is symbolic of you spiritually being protected while you go through this vulnerable, sensitive time in your life, because this is such a deeply transformative process and it awakens so many different parts of yourself and also opens up a lot of very deep-seated wounds. Source is holding you within its cosmic womb and allowing you to go through this process without being affected by outside sources or influences. There's something about you guys consciously and actively playing a role in choosing to be happy, choosing to experience more joy. You guys have just recently entered into an atmosphere that is fertile with truth, evolution, and it's allowing the seeds that have been planted in you since the beginning of your time to finally start to bloom, to activate, and to full force take over your entire being. This is a positive transformation that you guys have been waiting and praying for. This is something that you guys have been actively doing the work to create the environment that is going to allow this to manifest. This is the reward for your hard work, for your dedication to your healing and to awakening the collective consciousness. You guys are stepping into the most authentic and aligned version of your guys' selves than you've ever experienced in any lifetime that you've incarnated here on this planet. You have the spiritual and emotional intelligence that is more evolved than the ordinary human. You are the light workers, the star seeds, the earth angels, the indigo children. You guys came here with a greater purpose and a greater mission, and in order for you to accomplish what you came here to do, you had to first align yourself with this version of who you are transforming into. This activation in this time for you is so sensitive and vulnerable, and I feel like a lot of you guys have been feeling like you maybe have missed your time, or that you guys were just not meant to experience more than what you have witnessed in this lifetime. But I'm here to tell you that this is just the beginning to something very beautiful transpiring in your life because of all the work that you've done. Don't think that you were just created to experience challenges and obstacles, hardships. It can feel very extreme because that is a lot of your path is meant to be very extreme, to teach you how to live life in the middle, have moderation, balance, and harmony. And in order to have that, you have to sometimes create that for yourself in a world where everything is so intense and extreme. You guys are meant to create that environment. You guys are meant to lay the groundwork, to create the foundation. You're not meant to live an ordinary life. And when I say ordinary, I mean ordinary based off of what the societal standards of an ordinary life means. Okay, you guys are meant to live a life of greatness. And in order to do that, you have to first align with what is authentic to you, so that way you guys can open the path for that greatness to come in. And what you've been doing is anchoring that into the physical reality. Like I said, you are now in an atmosphere where all of those seeds that you've been planting are starting to come to fruition. They're growing, they're blossoming. So Let's pull a couple cards. What's being activated? I feel like your greatness. I mean, it's always been there, but you're just feeling more connected and attuned to the greatness that lies within you and ahead of you, and you're starting to grasp it. Can I get a message for the collective? Activations and downloads. It says, forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Like I said, you guys are laying the groundwork, and that's what you guys came here to do. Your path was not meant to be easy, because you're doing something that is completely brand new. You guys are the trailblazers. And we got, I'm sorry, with defenselessness, right? Righting past wrongs and uprooting. You guys have been doing some major healing at like a deep cellular level and an ancestral level. I feel like there is this feeling with this I'm sorry card, like your ancestors almost apologizing for not being able to break the pattern before your time to make the path a little bit easier for you. There's this feeling of like they had the opportunity, but they never took it. They were too wrapped up in their own lives to be able to see the bigger picture. They had tunnel vision going on. And now they see how much work they've left behind for you, and there's almost this feeling of like remorse, like wishing they could have did more to make the path a little bit easier, because this was never going to be an easy path anyways. But with all the work that you've had to do, all of the karma that you've been clearing, like there was so much burden and weight that was put on your shoulders that was not originally yours to carry. This card makes me think of New Earth as well. It's like you guys are creating the new earth. You guys are stepping into the role of being the person that you wish you had growing up, or that you wish was here today to guide you. You're realizing that you are that guide. You're stepping into the leadership role, the driver's seat. You're taking control. I just heard beast mode activated. Yeah, y'all, it's like enough playing. Like, I don't know why I have been sleeping on myself. Like, I'm really that person. Did I mention that I'm really that bitch? Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. That's so crazy, because I kept seeing the womb. And this does mimic the womb. Like, this is literally like how the whole uterus is basically built. The Ankh is a representation of the womb. And oh my God, it's just so funny that this is coming out right now. But yes, Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. You guys are going through a rapid ascension process. So everything is moving a lot quicker for you. The days might even feel like they're going by a lot faster. Like, you don't have enough time in the day for everything that you have to do or that you feel obligated to do. I feel like this has got a lot to do with, because you guys have done so much healing at such a rapid pace, your vibration is rising. You're connecting to a higher timeline, and everything is moving a lot faster in this timeline because everything is a lot lighter. The energy moves a lot more fluently. Like, you're not connected to such a dense vibration. And with the Memories of Atlantis, this is making me feel like you guys are having like this remembrance that's going on. So we have ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. I was just saying that with the I'm sorry card. Listen, Linda, you just recently went through or will be going through one of the biggest releases of your life, because you're finally in a position, in a place to let go of all of your karmic history. The slate is clear. And I feel like you guys are now more than you ever have in the past, standing in your power, speaking up for yourself, not feeling as guilty for having boundaries and for feeling the way that you do. Maybe in the past you've apologized a lot for having such deep feelings or for being so sensitive. I feel like you guys aren't doing that anymore. There's something about you guys just like unapologetically being you. And if somebody has a problem with it, or if they can't hang, they can get the fuck from around your circle. You know what I mean? And it's not like you're trying to be mean. It's just more so like you're done dimming your light. You are meant to shine bright, and you're not allowing people or situations to silence your voice. Period. And we got star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, and soul family. Yeah, you guys are having some great awakening right now. Yeah, this is bringing in a lot of spiritual downloads about where you come from, your soul tribe, your soul contracts. You're seeing the bigger picture. You're having this major activation within your soul star chakra. This is opening up your Akashic records. Like, you're able to see your Akashic records more clearly and receive messages from your Akashic records and what you needed to learn and why you needed to learn it, and the people that you've encountered and what these connections were trying to teach you, and the timelines that are available for you, the different shifts that you are receiving and why. Like, everything is just like a full circle moment for you, or it will be very, very soon. I think we're just going to end this reading right here. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter message because this is all I really have time for today. But I'm sending you guys lots of love. Hopefully this reading helps you somehow. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button so you don't miss when I upload. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care.